They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And right away, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Taken down at the 2-yard line.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Powell going to audible to something else.
He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Try again from the 2-yard line. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Gibson. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brandon, we've seen an incomplete pass and an attempted run, not getting them anywhere at all. I'm not sure they're committed on this drive about what they want to do. I just wonder if they just say, listen, let's line up and run this thing and make it 4-down territory.
So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet.
Back to throw, Howell.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't rip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 20! And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this. It just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
Gibbs going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Hooker's going to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Hendon Hooker. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Howell slow, complete to Dotson. And they get him down, but Haverford takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there on a Washington first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Howell. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
No move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Samuel in motion. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. He's got the first down and more than that. And he's got room. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kirby Joseph in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin from 19 yards away. And the Commanders have regained the lead. Had the option to hand that one off and run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Sheds off the tackle. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, intercepted. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, Howell's going to mix it up here. Here's 2nd and 8. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Throwing here, Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Howell's throw there taken in by Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A give running right, Gibson. Pushes him aside at the 10. And the Commanders are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3. They'll run with Gibson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. A 3-yard touchdown run. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal. And then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Finds Gibbs on a check down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibbs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Ready.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. His first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Lions have cut it back within a score.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Powell throwing on first down here. Short throw to Smith. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Powell changing the play here. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
I like watching a wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Powell, he'll look to throw it. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Gets this out quickly to Dodson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Back to throw. Howell.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Looking for the corner, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders would extend their lead here just before halftime.
So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. That one let go deep for Laporta.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
But one thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And quickly, they get to the line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
A give to Gibson running right.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Howell from the gun.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. So here we go, 4th down. Howell. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw again.
He'll go right back to St. Brown. 3rd down and 1.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 74 yards. And the Commanders are looking good here in the season openers. They're able to extend their lead. Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. They'll look to throw here. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him. He took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Oh, wide open, complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown. Jameer Gibbs, 79 yards. And the Lions get a bit closer. Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So the
opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Build that momentum offense.
Powell. He's got him in. Complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around the sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line. Knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
And the Lions, first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Deron Payne in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing. Hooker. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, and one of the
side has got it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands?
And now the rookie's free. A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards.
Number 18. I'll pick up the 44 yards on the play. First down, Lions.
What are you doing? Let's go.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now, that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. Hooker going to try to throw for it. Buying time to his left. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit with a big play.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Howell. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got a lead. You've got got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Taking it about the 16. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second and 1. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Why is he so
Take
open?
this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So illegal touching, Charles. If you set foot out of bounds as a receiver, you can't be the first to touch it.
You nailed it on that one. You've got to be mindful of the sideline.
Were they even paying attention?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. The Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
33-yard line.
Powell going to audible to something else.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He may go. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, 67 yards.
And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Able to complete it to Montgomery.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
Here's 2nd down.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hit on its 3rd down.
Let's face it, this defense has had to share struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the 2nd half. You want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down again at the 40-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here comes second down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. The city always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Washington, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.